All right, this is gonna be my first video. I had bought a 8-foot space cap off a marketplace. These are, if you live in the Northeast, they're pretty easy to find. They're made in Canada, so the closer you are to the Canadian border and search, the easier they are to find. You can usually pick them up pretty cheap. I bought this one for $1,000, and it came with the cap, and it came with 4 jacks. There's 2 of them, and then the other 2 are over there. It goes in the truck super easy. I have a Toyota Tundra with a 6.5 foot bed, so I just leave the tailgate down and it's been fine. I built this out of some scrap wood I had laying around from other projects, so I can just sit on it when it's not in my truck. These things are what's supposed to hold it in. I won't be using them. I'm going to take this out, and what I'm going to do is use a turnbuckle, heavy duty one, and go from here into the anchor point in the truck, which will hold it in. It had decals on it. I started taking the decals off. Once it gets warmer, I'll finish it. It has a couple little spots I got a fiberglass to fix, a little bit down here, a couple here, right here where it was on the old truck where it was rubbing into the part where the tailgate latches. Inside. So when I bought this, on both sides it had all these shelves that went all the way up to the top. So I took all them out on this side and over here, and I power washed the entire inside of my truck. I mean the cap, get all the dirt and grime off of it. I'm gonna be putting a LifeProof floor in. This stuff is awesome. I have it in 2 rooms of my house that I redid. This right here. So when you buy a space cap new, they make a thing for your truck that it can sit on. The floor of the space cap sits on it, and it's matched up with your truck so that when it's in the truck, this part right here all the way sits on the rail of your bed. And what happens is the floor, depending on the truck, is anywhere from, it depends, 1 inch to 3 inches from the floor of your bed. So you need something underneath it, otherwise the floor will flex. So what I did was I put it inside my truck and measured it, and I glued 2 pieces of insulation on, and it fits perfect. Plus a lot of cold air gets underneath your truck if you winter camp. So you'll have insulation underneath this floor, and then the hardwood floor. The bedding situation, I haven't figured out yet. It's still too cold, and I'm waiting for it to get a little bit warmer. This has to sleep 3, me, my wife, and my daughter. So I'm either going to put a bed all the way up front from end to end, because it's 6'1", which is exactly how tall I am. But I never sleep with my legs perfectly straight, so it'll be fine. And then I might just put my daughter on a cot on the floor, so it's easy to move around. But once I get into it, I'll figure it out. But that's it for my first video now. Like I said, this thing is all fiberglass, super durable, and I think it makes for an awesome little truck camper. I did have a cap on my truck and I camped in that, and I outgrew that really quickly. This will have a lot more room. I plan on putting solar on it. I'm going to put a fantastic fan up top. Originally, I was going to put RV windows in, but I want to keep it more stealthy in case you got to camp somewhere where you just want it to look like a cap. So I opted, I'm not going to put windows in. And that's it. Once I start working on this, when it gets a little bit warmer, I'll make another video.